and the Kansas City Chiefs, Joe Montana.
Hey, how you guys doing? I saw that stands when I was coming up the hill at the beach in Hawaii, in Lanai.
Yeah, well, as soon as I saw your ass down at the beach, you know, where we were, there's a beach, then there's like a long walkway, and then there's like a resort up here. And I and the wife, we have a nice little spot up on a perch where we maybe take too many edibles and just kind of look out for hours at a time. That's kind of what I do. And I was standing up there, and I looked down at the beach, and I go, that's Joe Montana down there. I said, that's and then you started walking up, and as you're getting closer, I'm like, holy shit, that's Joe Montana. And I understand that you were probably trying to get away from people at that moment, but I just couldn't help myself. I'm like, boo! Joe, how you doing? Pat McAfee, very nice to meet you. You're the greatest of all time. Like, you were so cool. Everybody says that about you, man. Is that something that you, like, tried to do? Do you think you were born with it? Because there's the story about you looking in the Super Bowl into the stands and be like, holy shit, John Kane. And it's like, have you just always been that guy? Why do you think that is kind of how you're labeled, do you think, Joe?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I mean, it's just one of those things where it's fun being in those positions. I mean, you don't look forward to being behind and have to do that all the time, but usually when you're in that position, you're probably part of the reason you're there. So you got to figure out a way to find a way back. But I think one of the things that I learned probably from Bill Walsh more than anything is that the reason you're able to relax so much is that my preparation, it was preparation with him, because, we didn't have the earpieces, and our game plan, it was funny. I'll tell you a story about Theismann, but we would get 125, 135 passes in every game plan, 2 and 3 formations each. You had to memorize the formations and what order Bill wanted them in. Then you'd have 30 runs that do the same thing. And we were playing in, so you would only get signaled just to play. You didn't get the formations because you didn't have enough time to do it. So you had to memorize all that. And so it took a lot of preparation to be there and to get ready for the game on top of practice and watching film. And you had to study that part of it too. But we were playing in the Pro Bowl. We lost to the Redskins in the championship game, and Bill was the coach of the NFC team. And first day, Bill puts in 35 passes, and Theismann goes, "Oh my God, man, this is awesome! He gave us all our passes in one day." I go, "What are you talking about? He'll install until Saturday." And he goes, "No, he won't." I go, "Yes, he will." And he did. I mean, it wasn't as bad as the normal a playbook for a normal game in the season, but we probably had 60 passes. He goes, "What are we going to do with all these passes?" I go, "There's a ready list, buddy. Just get ready for it."
So, of course, you're a genius too, Joe. I mean, of course, you're a genius in this entire thing. That makes a lot of sense. You seemingly...
No.
Yes. Yeah, you are. Yeah. Yeah, you are, Joe. And I didn't even know that was an added bonus to this, because I just assumed always just super gamer. Always super gamer. Able to turn it on when the lights are at the brightest. But you're talking about your preparation and your hard work. When you look at this Niners quarterback now and this Brock Purdy guy, I assume you've gotten a chance to interact with him and meet him, and I assume he, just like everybody else who's in the NFL and who's ever been around football, is like starstruck by you. But what do you see from this Brock Purdy guy about why he's had success at such a young age, especially for a 49ers team that obviously has a massive following and has been yearning for something like this, maybe since you were there, Joe?
Yeah, I think the thing I see is something that I think I figured out early on in my career, was that what the offense is about, right? It wasn't about me. It was about getting the ball to the people who knew what to do with it, because I'm the mailman. This doesn't belong to me. I want to get it to somebody that knows how to run, knows how to catch. And we had, especially late in my career, when you get guys like Jerry Rice, John Taylor, Brent Jones, Roger Craig, on down the line, all you got to do is get the ball to them. And I think if you look at the weapons that Brock's working with, he's figured that offense out. He understands what his position is. He doesn't try to make a big play. He knows when that chance will come and when he needs to do it. But in most cases, it's okay to punt. I got a pretty good defense too, and that's when we had the same thing, right? That defense is pretty good. So yeah, they're going to have to earn their money too at the same time. And yeah, we're going to punt, and hopefully we don't punt too many times. But you know, the defense, you got to, hey, you're up, let's go. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that I've seen of him is, you know, because he understands it. He's calm in there. He has a great presence, and you know, he's not trying to knock you out with football. You know, he delivers a great catchable ball, and you talk to these guys, and they'll tell you, you know, the ball, you know, very rare does it come in there harder than it's supposed to. And so,
yeah, he puts it in a keyhole too. You know, it seems like his accuracy is just phenomenal. He's able to put it and find the spots. You talk about being a mailman, and you talk about all the weapons you had and all the weapons he has, and you're in every Mount Rushmore conversation that there is. So, like, that job well done being a hell of a mailman. You know,
Yep.
absolutely hell of a mailman. But one of the things they say against Brock